Well, some of you guys aren't going to be too happy with me, but unfortunately I put my truck up for sale, the 620, and it sounds like I have somebody coming to look at it tonight. And the reason I put it up for sale is because I just don't really have that much ambition to actually work on it. I mean, it is a fun, interesting little toy, but anytime I go anywhere, I always take the Z. It's hard for me to justify keeping the truck when I could use that money for the truck for other projects. There's actually something I kind of have my eye on. I'm not going to say what it is until it does or doesn't become a thing. And so yeah, somebody that I know is coming to look at it tonight. So the truck possibly will stay in our Wisconsin Datsun group, and I'm not going to film a whole lot of the actual transaction because that feels inappropriate. But if the sale goes through, we'll see what happens. If not, it's probably still going to stay up for sale. I don't think I've ever actually taken you guys for a ride along in the 620. But we're going to go for one last ride. Well, I did it. Sold the truck. So it's now been a couple days since the truck sold. I sold it to someone that I knew, and it's still going to stay in our Datsuns of Wisconsin group. So odds are I'll probably see it again, and when I do, I will get a shot of it. Try to get it on video. I know some of you guys are probably upset with me because a lot of people like the truck, but for me I just wasn't as interested in it as I thought I was going to be, because every time I had the option to either take the truck or the car or to work on one or the other, I always chose the car, because to me nearly 500 horsepower Z was a lot more fun than a 90 horsepower pickup truck. And it just wasn't a truck that I could really use as a truck to pull anything without really extensive modification, and I just didn't really want to stick that much money into it because I just didn't feel that attached to it. But the new project is here. It's the first brand new vehicle I've ever bought, and for those of you guys that follow me on Instagram or Facebook friends or whatever, you guys have already seen it, but I haven't taken any video of it yet. It's bone stock. It's, like I said, brand new. I've never bought anything new before, so it's kind of weird to not have to worry about fixing rust or other things. And, well, I'll just show you what it is. So this is my 2016 Harley Davidson Dyna Street Bob. I was really looking for a motorcycle with that bobber type of a feel to it, and I've been eyeing these up for at least a year now and had just never committed to buying one. And I used the money that I made selling the truck to make a decent sized down payment on this bike, and I'm just going to do probably just subtle modifications, at least to start with this. Things like exhaust for sure, lowered suspension in the rear. I'd like to close up that fender gap, probably drop it somewhere between 1 and 2 inches. Get rid of some of this reflector nonsense like that one. Of course, that does not mean that I'm done working on the Z, because that'll never be done. But this is just a way to change things up and get myself back on two wheels. So I haven't really decided how I'm gonna film things or what I'm gonna do with the Harley yet. So far I've started one project already. It's a forward control kit, and I've actually got the forward controls on there. When I bought the bike, it had controls like right there where that little indent with the exhaust is. So this moved that peg about almost a foot further forward, same with the other side. And that actually turned out to be a massive project because you have to take the inner and outer primary chain case off of the bike just to get to the little shifter knob that sits behind all that. So it was complete madness and actually a really sucky project. And I've got it all back together. I just got to do a little bit more adjusting on the clutch, and I got to add the oil for it, which shouldn't take too long. Otherwise, the first modification I plan to do to the bike is going to be to lower it. I don't really count the forward controls as much of a modification because it kind of just looks like it would have from the factory anyways, and I'm just really tall, so it kind of needed to be done for me. But I actually have the suspension already right there. This is just for the rear. It replaces the factory shocks, and then I'll probably just lower the forks like a half an inch or so in the actual triple tree column there. That shouldn't be too hard to do. Just loosen a couple bolts and let that slide down just a little bit. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. Just enough to kind of lower the whole profile of the bike a little bit. Otherwise, that is the new toy. I know some of you guys are going to be upset that I got rid of the truck, but the truck just wasn't really as interesting to me as I thought it would be. It's just one of those things where I just didn't have that much motivation to really stick much time or money into it. And the bike is something that I can actually ride long distances with, and I can actually take places where the truck really wasn't in any shape. It could have been made to be, but the way it was, it wasn't a very good long distance driver. Really even couldn't even take it out on the interstate realistically, anything like that. Huge thanks to everybody who subscribes. I'm over 1,000 subscribers. I know I promised something special for 1,000, at least I think I did. That's still planned. The bike's not part of that. I got the bike before I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm just really slow to post videos lately, but got something coming for that, and I'm working on it. I need another cameraman to do what I want to do. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys like the bike. If you don't, oh well, I like the bike. And the truck went to somebody I know, and I know him and his brothers, they all own Datsuns, the guy that bought it. So I know they'll take care of it, and they'll work on it and probably do a lot of the things that I originally planned to do to it. So don't be too mad, don't unsubscribe because I got rid of the truck. There's still plenty of Datsun content on the channel. It's not a bike channel now. It's still 90% Z, and we might just get 10% bike. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
We've been ballin' out since we were motherfucking 15. Steady coming up in what they like to call the OC. Cruising in a Chevy every weekend to a new beach. Woofer in the back playing music was a routine. Parties on the weekends at the house that everyone knows. Parents never